I didn't expect it to hurt like this, I whispered as I stared at the envelope in my hand. Jason, it's just an invitation, Mark said, leaning against the kitchen counter. Just an invitation? I laughed dryly. You sure about that? Open it, Mark pushed. I already know what's inside, I said, but my fingers still tore it open. Then stopped stalling. I pulled the card out slowly, my hands shaking despite myself. Read it, Mark said. I can't, I muttered. Read it, Jason. I swallowed hard and forced my eyes down. Ryan Steele and Emily Parker, I read, my voice cracking. Mark went silent for a second. Yeah, he said finally, that's messed up. My best friend and my ex, I whispered. You really didn't see this coming? Mark asked. No, I said quickly. No, I didn't. Jason. Don't, I cut him off. Don't say it. You don't lose both your girl and your best friend by accident, Mark said anyway. That's not true, I snapped. Then explain it. I don't have to explain anything, I said, gripping the invitation tighter. Looks like they already did the explaining for you, Mark replied. I laughed, but it sounded wrong even to me. It's just a wedding, I said. Is it? It's just paper, I repeated. You don't believe that. I do, I insisted. You're lying to yourself. I threw the invitation onto the table. I trusted him, I said quietly. I know, Mark replied. I trusted her more. I know that too. This doesn't make sense, I said. It makes perfect sense, Mark said. No, it doesn't, I argued. Ryan wouldn't do that. He did. Emily wouldn't do that either. She did. I shook my head, pacing the room. No, there's something missing, I said. Yeah, Mark said. The truth you didn't want to see. I stopped walking. What truth? That they were getting close while you were still with her. That's not true, I said immediately. You sure? Yes. You're defending them? Mark asked. I'm being logical, I shot back. You're being blind. I ran a hand through my hair, trying to steady myself. Emily loved me, I said. She did, Mark replied. She told me she did. People say a lot of things. She wouldn't lie, I said. Then why is she marrying him? I didn't answer. Jason, look at me, Mark said. I turned slowly. You built your life around two people, he continued. So? They chose each other over you. That's not fair, I said. Neither is what they did. I picked up the invitation again, staring at the gold letters. This can't be real, I whispered. It is, Mark said. I remember the day I introduced them, I said quietly. Yeah. Emily smiled at him, I said. And Ryan joked like always, I continued. You thought nothing of it. Why would I? Because you trusted him. Because he was my brother, I corrected. He wasn't, Mark said. He was, I insisted. Brothers don't do this. I clenched my jaw. Maybe something changed, I said. Yeah, Mark replied. Your reality. I sat down heavily in the chair. I keep thinking I missed something, I admitted. You probably did. Like what? Little signs, Mark said. Like what signs? The way she pulled away, he answered. She was just stressed. The way he acted around her. He acts like that with everyone. Not like this. You don't know that, I said. I know enough, Mark replied. I looked back at the card, my chest tightening. This was supposed to be me, I whispered. What was? That name next to hers, I said. Mark didn't respond. I had plans, I continued. I know. I was going to propose, I admitted. Mark exhaled slowly. Man. I even picked out a ring, I said. Where is it? I don't know, I said. Somewhere I don't want to look. Jason, Mark said gently. Don't, I warned. You need to face this. I am facing it, I said, holding up the invitation. No, you're staring at it, he corrected. What's the difference? Facing it means accepting it. I can't, I said. You have to. I shook my head again, my vision blurring. I keep hearing her voice, I said. What did she say? She said she'd never leave, I whispered. And yet here we are, I finished. Mark stepped closer. What are you going to do? He asked. I don't know, I admitted. You going to the wedding? I laughed bitterly. Why would I do that? To see it for yourself. I don't need to, I said. Maybe you do. I looked down again, reading the names over and over. Ryan Steele. Emily Parker. It feels like a joke, I said. It's not. It feels like someone else's life. It's yours, Mark said. I swallowed hard, my throat tight. I gave them everything, I said. I know you did. And this is what I get? Sometimes life doesn't play fair. This isn't just life, I said. What is it then? It's betrayal, I answered. Mark nodded slowly. Yeah, he said. I stared at the invitation one last time, my hands trembling again. This is real, I whispered. Yes. They're really getting married. Yes. And I'm just, nothing now. No, Mark said firmly. That's how it feels, I replied. Feelings aren't facts. They feel real enough. I sat there in silence for a long moment, the room heavy around me. Jason, Mark said softly. Yeah. You're going to get through this. I don't think I will, I admitted. You will. How? One step at a time. I let out a shaky breath and looked back at the card again, my chest aching. Why him? I whispered. I should have known something was off, I said quietly, staring at my reflection in the glass. Known what? Emily asked from behind me. That look, I replied. The one you had all night. I don't know what you're talking about, Emily said, crossing her arms. Don't do that, I said. Don't act like I imagined it. Jason, it was just dinner. Just dinner? I turned to face Emily. Ryan barely looked at me. He was tired. He laughed at everything you said. He always does. Not like that, I said. Emily sighed. You're overthinking. No, I'm finally thinking clearly, I shot back. Why are you making this a problem? Because it feels like one, I said. It's not. Then look me in the eyes and say nothing's going on. Emily hesitated. Say it, I pressed. Jason. Say it, I repeated, my voice shaking. There's nothing going on, Emily said softly. You hesitated, I replied immediately. Because you're making this intense. Because it is intense, I said. It's really not. Then why won't you just be honest? I am being honest. No, you're not, I said. You're hiding something. Emily turned away. That's silence, I whispered. That's your answer. You're being unfair, Emily said. I'm being honest, I replied. About what? About how you've been acting for weeks. I've been busy. You've been distant. That's not the same thing. It feels the same to me, I said. Emily rubbed her temples. I don't want to fight, she said. I don't want to fight either, I replied. I want the truth. You already have it. No, I said. I don't. A knock interrupted us. Jason, open up, Ryan's voice came through the door. I laughed bitterly. Perfect timing. Don't start, Emily warned. I walked to the door and opened it slowly. Everything okay? Ryan asked, stepping inside. Yeah, I said. Everything's great. You don't look great, Ryan said. I just asked Emily a simple question, I replied. And? Ryan asked. And she couldn't answer it, I said. Maybe because it's not a real question, Ryan said. It's real to me, I snapped. Jason, you're overreacting, Ryan said calmly. Am I? I asked. Yes, Ryan replied. Then explain something to me, I said. Like what? Why do you look at her like that? Ryan froze for a second. Like what? He asked. Like she's already yours, I said. That's ridiculous, Ryan laughed. Is it? Yes. Then why can't either of you deny it properly? Because there's nothing to deny, Emily said. Then say it again, I challenged. I already did. Say it like you mean it. Emily stayed quiet. Ryan stepped forward. Jason, you're crossing a line, Ryan said. No, I replied. I think I just found the line. Enough, Emily said. No, not enough, I said. Not until someone tells me the truth. Ryan looked at Emily, then back at me. You really want the truth? Ryan asked. Yes, I said firmly. Ryan exhaled slowly. Fine, he said. Emily shook her head slightly. Don't, Emily whispered. Why not? Ryan replied. Because it'll hurt him, Emily said. That's already happening, Ryan said. I felt my chest tighten. Just say it, I said. Ryan looked straight at me. You weren't enough for her, Jason. The words hit harder than anything I expected. What? I whispered. You heard me, Ryan said. That's not true, I said, turning to Emily. Tell him that's not true. Emily looked down. Emily, I said, my voice breaking. Say something. I didn't mean for this to happen, Emily said softly. That's not what I asked, I replied. It just happened, Emily continued. No, I said. Things don't just happen. Jason. You chose this, I said. Emily stayed silent. That's silence again, I said bitterly. Jason, calm down, Ryan said. Don't tell me to calm down, I snapped. You're making this worse, Ryan replied. I'm making this worse? I laughed. Yes. You took my girlfriend, I said. She chose me, Ryan corrected. That's not better, I said. It's the truth, Ryan replied. I looked between them, my chest heavy. How long? I asked quietly. It doesn't matter, Emily said. It matters to me, I replied. A few weeks, Ryan admitted. I nodded slowly. So while I was trusting both of you. Jason, Emily started. Don't, I cut her off. I didn't want to hurt you, Emily said. You already did, I replied. Silence filled the room. I thought we had something real, I said. We did, Emily whispered. Then why throw it away? I didn't plan this, Emily said. You didn't stop it either, I replied. Ryan crossed his arms. It's done now, Ryan said. Yeah, I said. It is. I grabbed my jacket without looking at either of them. Where are you going? Emily asked. Out, I said. Can we talk about this? There's nothing left to talk about, I replied. Jason. Take care of her, I said to Ryan. Ryan didn't respond. I walked toward the door, my hand pausing on the handle. Jason, please, Emily said softly. I didn't turn around. Goodbye, Emily, I said. I stepped outside into the cold night air, my chest feeling hollow. I didn't run. I didn't shout. I didn't look back. I just walked. Every step felt heavier than the last. I reached my car and sat inside, gripping the steering wheel tightly. My hands were shaking again. I stared straight ahead, my reflection faint in the windshield. I lost them both in the same night, I whispered. I don't feel anything anymore, I muttered, staring at the blank screen in front of me. That's not true, Daniel Hayes said from across the desk. It is, I replied. Everything just feels empty. You've been like this for weeks, Daniel Hayes said. Because nothing changed, I answered. Everything changed, Daniel Hayes corrected. Yeah, I said quietly, just not for the better. Daniel Hayes leaned forward. You can't keep working like this. I am working, I said. You're showing up, Daniel Hayes replied. That's not the same thing. I don't have a choice. You do. No, I don't, I said. You always have a choice, Daniel Hayes insisted. I rubbed my face trying to focus. What do you want me to do? Start rebuilding, Daniel Hayes said. Rebuilding what? I asked. Everything's gone. Not everything, Daniel Hayes said. It feels like everything, I replied. Daniel Hayes sighed. Jason Carter, listen carefully. I'm listening. You lost two people who didn't value you enough. That's easy for you to say. It's the truth, Daniel Hayes said. It doesn't feel like truth, I said. It will, Daniel Hayes replied. I leaned back in my chair. I keep thinking about that night. Stop, Daniel Hayes said. I can't, I replied. You have to, Daniel Hayes insisted. I keep hearing Ryan Steele's voice, I said quietly. Then drown it out, Daniel Hayes said. I don't know how. Start by focusing on yourself, Daniel Hayes replied. I looked down at my hands. I trusted both of them. I know, Daniel Hayes said. I gave them everything, I continued. And they didn't deserve it, Daniel Hayes replied. Maybe I wasn't enough, I said. Don't say that, Daniel Hayes snapped. Why not? Because it's not true, Daniel Hayes said firmly. I stayed silent. Jason Carter, Daniel Hayes continued, you need to hear this. Go ahead. You weren't the problem. It feels like I was, I said. Feelings lie, Daniel Hayes replied. I let out a slow breath. What if I missed something? You probably did, Daniel Hayes said. Like what? Signs, Daniel Hayes replied. Like what signs? I asked. The way Emily Parker pulled away, Daniel Hayes said. She said she was busy. And you believe that, Daniel Hayes replied. I didn't want to doubt her, I said. That's not a flaw, Daniel Hayes said. That's loyalty. It still got me here, I replied. Daniel Hayes leaned back. And what about Ryan Steele? What about Ryan Steele? Did you ever notice how competitive Ryan Steele was? He was always like that, I said. Not like this, Daniel Hayes replied. I thought it was harmless, I said. It wasn't, Daniel Hayes said. I shook my head slowly. This didn't happen overnight, did it? No, Daniel Hayes said. It built up, I whispered. Yeah, Daniel Hayes replied. I stared at the desk again. So what now? Now you move forward, Daniel Hayes said. How? One decision at a time, Daniel Hayes replied. I nodded slightly. I don't want to beg. Good, Daniel Hayes said. I don't want to chase. Even better, Daniel Hayes replied. I just want peace, I said. Then stop holding on to people who took it from you, Daniel Hayes said. I stood up slowly. I need some air. Go, Daniel Hayes said. But think about what I said. I left the office and stepped outside, the cool air hitting my face. Jason Carter, I heard a familiar voice call. I turned and saw Grace Carter walking toward me. Mom, I said softly. You look tired, Grace Carter said. I am, I admitted. Grace Carter studied my face. Still thinking about Emily Parker? Yeah, I said. Still thinking about Ryan Steele? Yeah. Grace Carter sighed. Jason Carter, listen to me. I'm listening. Not everyone who leaves is worth chasing, Grace Carter said gently. I looked down. It doesn't feel that way. It will, Grace Carter replied. I thought Emily Parker was the one, I said. You thought wrong, Grace Carter said calmly. That's hard to accept, I admitted. I know, Grace Carter said. I exhaled slowly. I keep replaying everything. Stop, Grace Carter said. I can't. You can, Grace Carter insisted. How? By choosing yourself, Grace Carter said. I looked at her. That sounds simple. It is simple, Grace Carter replied. Not easy but simple. I nodded slightly. I don't want to go back. Then don't, Grace Carter said. I don't want to fix something that's broken. Then don't, Grace Carter repeated. I stood there quietly for a moment. What if Emily Parker comes back? I asked. Will you take Emily Parker back? Grace Carter asked. I hesitated. That hesitation tells me everything, Grace Carter said. I don't know, I admitted. Figure it out, Grace Carter said. Before that moment comes. I nodded slowly. I think I'm starting to understand. Good, Grace Carter said. I looked up at the sky, feeling something shift inside me. They chose each other, I said quietly. Yes, Grace Carter replied. I clenched my fist slightly. Then I need to choose myself. Grace Carter smiled softly. Exactly. I took a deep breath, letting the weight lift just a little. I'm not going to beg, I said. Good, Grace Carter replied. I'm not going to chase, I continued. Even better, Grace Carter said. I looked straight ahead, my voice steady for the first time in weeks. If they chose each other, I said, I'll choose myself. I didn't expect you to reply, Lisa Monroe said as I sat across from her at the small cafe. I almost didn't, I replied, keeping my tone cold. That's fair, Lisa Monroe said quietly. So why am I here? I asked. Because you deserve the truth, Lisa Monroe answered. I already know the truth, I said. No, Lisa Monroe shook her head. You know part of it. I leaned back. Then say the rest. Lisa Monroe hesitated. Spit it out, I said. Jason Carter. Emily Parker and Ryan Steele didn't just happen overnight, Lisa Monroe said. I figured that much, I replied. It started months ago, Lisa Monroe continued. My jaw tightened. Months? Yes, Lisa Monroe nodded. And you're telling me this now? I asked. I didn't know how, Lisa Monroe said. You knew, I said. You just didn't care. That's not true, Lisa Monroe replied quickly. Then what is? I thought it would pass, Lisa Monroe said. You thought my life falling apart would pass? I asked. Lisa Monroe looked down. They didn't plan it, Lisa Monroe said softly. I laughed bitterly. That's supposed to make it better? But they didn't stop it either, Lisa Monroe added. That line hit harder than anything else. So they knew, I said slowly. Yes, Lisa Monroe admitted. And they kept going anyway. Yes. I stared at the table, my thoughts racing. Tell me everything, I said. Lisa Monroe nodded. It started with small things. Like what? Late night conversations, Lisa Monroe said. They talked a lot, I muttered. Private jokes, Lisa Monroe added. They always had those, I replied. It became different, Lisa Monroe said. I looked up sharply. Different how? More personal, Lisa Monroe said. Define personal, I pressed. They started sharing things they didn't share with you, Lisa Monroe admitted. My chest tightened. So I was the outsider, I said. Not at first, Lisa Monroe replied. But eventually. Yes. I clenched my jaw. Go on. They spent more time together, Lisa Monroe said. Behind my back? Sometimes, Lisa Monroe admitted. Sometimes? I repeated. Jason Carter, Lisa Monroe sighed, more than sometimes. I leaned forward. Did Emily Parker ever try to stop it? Lisa Monroe hesitated. That hesitation says everything, I said. She was confused, Lisa Monroe said. No, I shook my head. She made a choice. Lisa Monroe looked at me carefully. She didn't want to hurt you, Lisa Monroe said. She didn't mind enough to stop, I replied. Silence filled the space between us. Ryan Steele pushed things further, Lisa Monroe said. I'm not surprised, I replied. But Emily Parker didn't pull away, Lisa Monroe added. I exhaled slowly. So they both knew what they were doing. Yes, Lisa Monroe said. I ran my hand through my hair. I feel stupid, I admitted. You're not, Lisa Monroe said quickly. I trusted them, I said. That's not stupidity, Lisa Monroe replied. It feels like it, I muttered. Lisa Monroe leaned closer. You weren't the problem, Lisa Monroe said. Stop saying that, I snapped. Why? Because it doesn't change anything, I replied. Lisa Monroe sat back. It changes how you see yourself, Lisa Monroe said. I don't care about that right now, I said. You should, Lisa Monroe replied. I shook my head. All I care about is what they did. And now you know, Lisa Monroe said. Yeah, I said quietly. I stared at my hands. They were building something while I was still there, I said. Yes, Lisa Monroe answered. They looked me in the eye every day. Yes. And lied without saying a word. Lisa Monroe stayed silent. That's worse, I said. What is? The silence, I replied. The pretending. Lisa Monroe nodded slowly. I'm sorry, Lisa Monroe said. You're not the one who should be, I replied. I leaned back, my chest tight. I kept thinking it was my fault, I said. It wasn't, Lisa Monroe said. I kept wondering what I did wrong, I continued. You didn't do anything wrong, Lisa Monroe insisted. I looked at her. Then why wasn't I enough? I asked. Lisa Monroe didn't answer immediately. Because it wasn't about you, Lisa Monroe said finally. I let that sink in. So it was about them. Yes, Lisa Monroe said. I nodded slowly. That makes it worse, I said. Why? Because they chose it, I replied. Lisa Monroe stayed quiet. They didn't fall into it, I continued. No, Lisa Monroe said. They walked into it. Yes. I clenched my fists under the table. That's not a mistake, I said. No, Lisa Monroe agreed. That's a decision. Yes. I stood up slowly. Jason Carter, Lisa Monroe said. What? What are you going to do now? I paused. I don't know yet, I admitted. Just don't let it destroy you, Lisa Monroe said. I looked at her one last time. It already did, I said. No, Lisa Monroe replied softly. It revealed the truth. I exhaled slowly, feeling something shift inside me. Yeah, I said. I turned to leave, my mind clearer than it had been in weeks. It wasn't confusion anymore. It wasn't sadness either. It was anger. I stepped outside, my hands tightening into fists. They don't get to walk away like nothing happened, I said quietly. I don't even want to be here, I muttered, adjusting my jacket as I stepped into the crowded event hall. Then why did you come? Daniel Hayes asked beside me. Because you didn't stop calling, I replied. That's because you needed this, Daniel Hayes said. I needed peace, I said. You're not going to find that sitting alone, Daniel Hayes replied. I looked around. People were talking, laughing, moving forward like nothing ever broke in their lives. I don't belong here, I said. You do, Daniel Hayes insisted. No, I shook my head. Not anymore. You're still Jason Carter, Daniel Hayes said. Doesn't feel like it, I replied. Daniel Hayes sighed. Just stay for a bit. Fine, I said. A bit. Daniel Hayes walked off to greet someone, leaving me standing alone. Great, I muttered. You look like someone who doesn't want to be here. I turned and saw Sophia Bennett standing beside me, calm, composed, and watching me like she already understood something I hadn't said. You could say that, I replied. Then why stay? Sophia Bennett asked. Obligation, I said. Or avoidance, Sophia Bennett replied. I raised an eyebrow. You don't even know me. I don't need to, Sophia Bennett said. I let out a small breath. That's a bold assumption. It's an observation, Sophia Bennett corrected. I studied her for a moment. And what else do you observe? Sophia Bennett tilted her head slightly. You look like someone who lost something important, Sophia Bennett said. I laughed softly, but there was no humor in it. Not something, I said quietly. Everything. Sophia Bennett didn't react with sympathy. No pity. Just understanding. That explains the distance, Sophia Bennett said. What distance? I asked. The one between you and everyone else in this room, Sophia Bennett replied. I glanced around. She wasn't wrong. Maybe I just don't fit in, I said. Or maybe you stopped trying, Sophia Bennett said. I crossed my arms slightly. You always this direct? Only when it's needed, Sophia Bennett replied. And you think it's needed now? Yes, Sophia Bennett said calmly. I exhaled slowly. You don't even know what happened. I don't need details, Sophia Bennett said. Then what do you need? Your reaction tells me enough, Sophia Bennett replied. I looked at her, curious despite myself. So what does it tell you? I asked. That you trusted the wrong people, Sophia Bennett said. I nodded slowly. That's one way to put it. And now you're stuck in that moment, Sophia Bennett added. That moment changed everything, I said. It always does, Sophia Bennett replied. I leaned against the nearby table. You make it sound simple. It's not simple, Sophia Bennett said. It's just clear. I shook my head. Clear doesn't mean easy. I didn't say it would be easy, Sophia Bennett replied. I stayed quiet for a second. So what's your advice? I asked. Stop seeing it as the end, Sophia Bennett said. What else is it? A turning point, Sophia Bennett replied. I laughed again. Doesn't feel like one. That's because you're still looking backward, Sophia Bennett said. I frowned slightly. And you think I should just move on? No, Sophia Bennett said. I think you should understand it first. Understand what? I asked. Why it happened, Sophia Bennett replied. I already know why, I said. Do you? Sophia Bennett asked. Yes, I said. They chose each other. That's the result, Sophia Bennett said. Not the reason. I paused. Then what's the reason? You ignored signs, Sophia Bennett said. I trusted them, I replied. That's not the same thing, Sophia Bennett said. I looked away. So now it's my fault? I didn't say that, Sophia Bennett replied. Then what are you saying? I'm saying you can learn from it, Sophia Bennett said. I took a deep breath. I don't want to go through that again. Then don't, Sophia Bennett said. How? By becoming stronger than the version of you that got hurt, Sophia Bennett replied. I met her gaze again. And what if I can't? You can, Sophia Bennett said simply. I studied her expression. It wasn't forced. It wasn't fake. Why do you care? I asked. I don't, Sophia Bennett said. That's honest, I replied. I just don't like seeing people stuck, Sophia Bennett added. I nodded slowly. I've been stuck. I know, Sophia Bennett said. Silence settled between us, but it didn't feel heavy. For the first time, I said quietly, I feel like I'm thinking differently. That's a start, Sophia Bennett replied. I straightened slightly. Maybe Daniel Hayes was right. About what? Sophia Bennett asked. That I needed to be here, I said. Sophia Bennett smiled faintly. Sometimes the places you don't want to be are exactly where you need to be. I let that sink in. So what now? I asked. Now you decide what kind of person you want to become, Sophia Bennett said. I nodded. Not the one I was before. Good, Sophia Bennett said. I looked around the room again. Felt different now. Not easier but lighter. I think something just changed, I said. It did, Sophia Bennett replied. I looked back at her. Thank you. Don't thank me yet, Sophia Bennett said. Why not? Because this is just the beginning, Sophia Bennett replied. I smiled slightly, something I hadn't done in a while. Maybe losing them was your beginning, not your end, Sophia Bennett said. I didn't think I'd see you here this early, Daniel Hayes said as I stepped into the office before sunrise. I couldn't sleep, I replied, setting my bag down. Or you didn't want to, Daniel Hayes said. Maybe both, I admitted. Daniel Hayes studied me for a moment. You look different. Different how? I asked. Focused, Daniel Hayes said. I'm trying, I replied. I sat down and opened my laptop. You're here before everyone else, Daniel Hayes said. I need the quiet, I replied. For work. For my head, I said. Daniel Hayes nodded slowly. That's a start. It's more than a start, I said. It's a decision. What kind of decision? To stop being stuck, I answered. Daniel Hayes leaned against the desk. About time. I know, I said. What changed? I met someone, I replied. Daniel Hayes raised an eyebrow. Already? Not like that, I said quickly. Then like what? Someone who told me the truth, I said. Daniel Hayes crossed his arms. And you listened? For once, I said. That's new, Daniel Hayes replied. I smirked slightly. I needed it. What did this person say? That I've been looking backward too much, I said. And that I need to move forward, I replied. Daniel Hayes nodded. Sounds simple. It's not, I said. I know, Daniel Hayes replied. I focused on my screen, typing steadily. You're actually working, Daniel Hayes said. Yeah, I replied. Not just showing up? Not anymore, I said. Daniel Hayes smiled slightly. I like this version of you. I'm still figuring it out, I replied. Later that evening, I met Sophia Bennett again. You came back, Sophia Bennett said as I approached. I said I would, I replied. Most people don't, Sophia Bennett said. I'm not most people, I said. Sophia Bennett smiled faintly. I can see that. I've been thinking about what you said, I told Sophia Bennett. About what? About moving forward, I said. And? I'm trying, I replied. Sophia Bennett nodded. Trying is enough for now. I want more than that, I said. Then keep going, Sophia Bennett replied. I looked at Sophia Bennett. You're not trying to fix me. That's not my job, Sophia Bennett said. Then what is? To remind you that you can fix yourself, Sophia Bennett replied. I let out a small breath. That's new. Is it? Sophia Bennett asked. For me, yeah, I said. Sophia Bennett studied me. You're changing. I feel it, I admitted. Good, Sophia Bennett said. Over the next few days, I pushed myself harder. Jason Carter, you're becoming obsessed, Mark Carter said one evening. Not obsessed, I replied. Focused. That's what obsessed people say, Mark Carter replied. I'm serious, I said. Mark Carter leaned against the wall. You're finally waking up. I had to, I replied. Took you long enough, Mark Carter said. Yeah, I said. Mark Carter looked at me carefully. You still thinking about Emily Parker? Less, I admitted. And Ryan Steele? Even less, I said. Good, Mark Carter replied. I'm not trying to get back at them anymore, I said. That's new, Mark Carter said. I don't want revenge, I added. What do you want? I want to be better, I said. Mark Carter nodded slowly. That's the right move. I know, I replied. Later that night I sat alone thinking. You're quiet, Sophia Bennett said over the phone. I'm thinking, I replied. About what? About everything, I said. Still stuck? Sophia Bennett asked. No, I said. Just aware. That's progress, Sophia Bennett replied. I smiled slightly. I guess it is. It is, Sophia Bennett said. I paused. There's something else. What? The wedding, I said. Sophia Bennett went quiet for a moment. You're going to see them again, Sophia Bennett said. Yeah, I replied. And? I don't know how I feel about that, I admitted. Sophia Bennett's voice stayed calm. Do you want to go? I don't know, I said. Then figure it out, Sophia Bennett replied. I nodded to myself. I think I need to. Why? Because running didn't help, I said. That's true, Sophia Bennett replied. I ended the call and sat there in silence. My eyes drifted to the invitation sitting on the table. I picked it up slowly. This again, I muttered. I stared at the names, but it felt different this time. Not pain. Not anger. Just clarity. You don't control me anymore, I said quietly. I stood up, holding the card firmly. I'm not the same person I was, I said. I took a deep breath, feeling steady. I'll be there, I said. I didn't think I'd actually do it, I said under my breath, staring at the venue in front of me. You're here now, Mark Carter said beside me. I could still leave, I replied. No, Mark Carter said firmly. You're not leaving. I don't owe them anything, I said. You owe yourself this, Mark Carter replied. I exhaled slowly. This feels like a mistake. It's not, Mark Carter said. You're very confident, I muttered. Because I know you, Mark Carter replied. I adjusted my jacket, my hands steady even if my chest wasn't. You look different, Mark Carter said. I am different, I replied. Good, Mark Carter nodded. Then walk in like it. I looked at the entrance again. This is really happening. Yeah, Mark Carter said. I took a step forward, then stopped. What now? I asked. Now you stop thinking and move, Mark Carter replied. I nodded slightly and walked toward the doors. Before I could reach them, a woman stepped in front of me. Jason Carter? Olivia Grant said, clearly surprised. That obvious? I asked. You actually came, Olivia Grant said. I did, I replied. Olivia Grant studied my face. I wasn't sure you would. Neither was I said. Well, Olivia Grant smiled politely, this should be interesting. I'm sure it will be, I replied. Olivia Grant stepped aside. They're inside. I figured, I said. I pushed the doors open slowly. The moment I stepped inside, everything felt unreal. Music played softly. Guests were smiling. Conversations filled the air. Feels strange, doesn't it? Mark Carter whispered behind me. Yeah, I said quietly. I scanned the room. Faces I recognized. Faces I didn't. Then I saw him. Ryan Steele stood near the front, talking confidently, laughing like nothing had ever happened. Still looks the same, Mark Carter muttered. Yeah, I said. But I don't feel the same. Ryan Steele turned slightly, his eyes landing on me. For a second, his expression froze. Well, Mark Carter said softly, that got his attention. Ryan Steele straightened, his confidence slipping just a little. Good, I said quietly. Then I looked toward the other side of the room. And I saw Emily Parker. Emily Parker stood with a small group, dressed perfectly, smiling, but not fully. That's her, Mark Carter said. I know, I replied. Emily Parker turned almost like she felt it. Emily Parker's eyes met mine. Everything around me faded. The noise, the music, the people, it all disappeared. Jason Carter, Emily Parker whispered, barely moving. I didn't respond. I just stood there. Say something, Mark Carter said quietly. I don't need to, I replied. Emily Parker took a small step forward. She's coming, Mark Carter said. I can see that, I replied. Emily Parker walked closer, her expression shifting with every step. Jason Carter, Emily Parker said softly. I kept my voice calm. Emily Parker. You came, Emily Parker said. I did, I replied. I didn't think you would, Emily Parker admitted. I almost didn't, I said. Emily Parker looked at me carefully. You look different. I am, I replied. Emily Parker nodded slowly. I can see that. There was a pause. I didn't expect this, Emily Parker said. Neither did I replied. Emily Parker glanced toward Ryan Steele, then back at me. This is complicated, Emily Parker said. It doesn't have to be, I replied. Emily Parker frowned slightly. What does that mean? It means I'm not here to make a scene, I said. Emily Parker looked surprised. You're not? No, I replied. Then why are you here? Emily Parker asked. I held her gaze. To see it for myself. Emily Parker swallowed slightly. Jason Carter, Emily Parker started. Don't, I said calmly. Don't what? Don't try to explain, I replied. Emily Parker lowered her gaze. I wasn't going to. Good, I said. There was another silence between us. You seem calm, Emily Parker said. I am, I replied. That's new, Emily Parker said. So is everything else, I answered. Emily Parker looked at me like she was trying to figure something out. You're not angry? Emily Parker asked. I was, I said. And now? Now I'm just here, I replied. Emily Parker took a small breath. I don't know what to say, Emily Parker admitted. You don't have to say anything, I said. Emily Parker nodded slowly. Ryan Steele started walking toward us. Here we go, Mark Carter muttered under his breath. I didn't look away from Emily Parker. You should go, Emily Parker said quietly. Why? I asked. Because this isn't easy, Emily Parker replied. It's not supposed to be, I said. Emily Parker looked at me one more time, something unreadable in her eyes. Then Emily Parker leaned slightly closer, her voice barely above a whisper. Jason, you came. I'm ready, I said quietly as I stood beside Sophia Bennett outside the venue. Are you sure? Sophia Bennett asked. I've never been more sure, I replied. Sophia Bennett studied my face. You're calm. I am, I said. That's new, Sophia Bennett said. So is everything else, I replied. Sophia Bennett nodded. Then let's go. I pushed the door open, walking in with Sophia Bennett beside me. The moment we stepped inside, the air shifted. Jason Carter, someone whispered nearby. Is that really Jason Carter? Another voice followed. I kept walking. Come. Steady. Don't look at anyone else, Sophia Bennett said softly. I won't, I replied. I looked straight ahead until I saw him. Ryan Steele. Ryan Steele was laughing with a group, but the moment Ryan Steele saw me, the laughter stopped. Wow, Sophia Bennett murmured. That reaction says everything. Good, I said quietly. Ryan Steele's eyes moved from me to Sophia Bennett, and then back to me. What happened to confidence? I asked under my breath. Sophia Bennett smiled slightly. You took it. I walked further inside, every step deliberate. Jason Carter, Mark Carter said from behind me. I see him, I replied. You're handling this well, Mark Carter said. I'm not here to lose control, I answered. Then I saw Emily Parker. Emily Parker was standing near the center talking to someone, but the moment Emily Parker noticed me, everything changed. Jason Carter, Emily Parker whispered. Sophia Bennett glanced at me. That must be Emily Parker. Yeah, I said. Emily Parker's eyes moved to Sophia Bennett, and the confusion was instant. That's new, Sophia Bennett said quietly. That's the point, I replied. We stopped a few feet away. Ryan Steele walked toward us first. Of course, Sophia Bennett murmured. Ryan Steele stopped in front of me, trying to regain composure. Jason Carter, Ryan Steele said. Ryan Steele, I replied calmly. Ryan Steele's eyes shifted to Sophia Bennett again. Who is she? Ryan Steele asked. I smiled slightly. Someone who didn't betray me. Ryan Steele's jaw tightened. That's unnecessary, Ryan Steele said. Is it? I asked. Emily Parker stepped closer. Jason Carter, Emily Parker said softly. I didn't look away from Ryan Steele. You look surprised, I said. I didn't expect this, Ryan Steele replied. That's interesting, I said. Because I didn't expect what you did either. Ryan Steele frowned. This isn't the time. It became the time the moment you made it public, I replied. Sophia Bennett stayed quiet, but I could feel the steady presence beside me. Emily Parker spoke again. Jason Carter, can we talk? Emily Parker asked. We are talking, I said. Not like this, Emily Parker replied. This is exactly like this, I said calmly. Emily Parker looked at Sophia Bennett again. Who is Sophia Bennett? Emily Parker asked. Sophia Bennett answered before I could. Sophia Bennett is someone who doesn't lie, Sophia Bennett said. Emily Parker flinched slightly. That's not fair, Emily Parker said. Neither was what happened, I replied. Ryan Steele stepped forward. You don't need to do this, Ryan Steele said. I'm not doing anything, I replied. I'm just standing here. You're trying to prove something, Ryan Steele said. I don't need to prove anything, I replied. Sophia Bennett glanced at me. And that's the difference. I nodded slightly. Emily Parker's voice softened. You've changed, Emily Parker said. I have, I replied. How? Emily Parker asked. I stopped waiting for answers from people who didn't care enough to give them, I said. Emily Parker looked down for a moment. I didn't mean to hurt you, Emily Parker said. You didn't stop it either, I replied. Silence fell between us again. Ryan Steele broke it. You're making this uncomfortable, Ryan Steele said. It should be uncomfortable, I replied. Why? Ryan Steele asked. Because truth usually is, I said. Sophia Bennett spoke quietly. Jason Carter isn't here to fight, Sophia Bennett said. Then why is Jason Carter here? Ryan Steele asked. I answered before Sophia Bennett could. I'm here because I'm not running anymore, I said. Emily Parker looked at me again, her expression shifting completely now. You're not the same, Emily Parker said. No, I replied. You don't look broken, Emily Parker added. I'm not, I said. Ryan Steele crossed his arms. So what is this? Ryan Steele asked. This is me moving on, I replied. By showing up like this? Ryan Steele said. By not letting you define me anymore, I answered. Sophia Bennett smiled slightly. That's exactly what this is, Sophia Bennett said. Emily Parker stared at me, searching for something. I didn't think you'd come, Emily Parker said. I told you, I replied. I'm not the same person. Emily Parker took a small step back. I can see that, Emily Parker said quietly. I looked at her, calm and steady. You made your choice, I said. Emily Parker nodded slowly. I did, Emily Parker replied. And now I've made mine, I said. Emily Parker didn't respond. Ryan Steele shifted uncomfortably. This is pointless, Ryan Steele said. Not for me, I replied. I turned slightly towards Sophia Bennett. Ready? I asked. Always, Sophia Bennett said. I looked back at Emily Parker one last time. Emily Parker was still staring at me. But this time it wasn't confusion. It was something else. Regret. And for the first time I saw it clearly. Jason, can we talk? Emily Parker said, her voice low and unsteady. I thought we already did, I replied calmly. Not like this, Emily Parker said. Please. I glanced at Sophia Bennett. Go, Sophia Bennett said quietly. You're in control. I know, I replied. I turned back to Emily Parker. Make it quick. Emily Parker nodded and led me to a quieter corner away from the crowd. Jason, Emily Parker started, but the words didn't come out right. You're struggling, I said. I am, Emily Parker admitted. Why? I asked. Because I made a mistake, Jason, Emily Parker said, her voice shaking. I looked at her without reacting. No, I said calmly. You made a choice. Emily Parker flinched slightly. That's not fair, Emily Parker said. It's accurate, I replied. I didn't mean for things to go this way, Emily Parker said. But you didn't stop them either, I answered. Emily Parker looked down. I thought I knew what I wanted, Emily Parker said. And now? I asked. I don't, Emily Parker admitted. That sounds like your problem, I said. Emily Parker looked back at me, eyes filled with something I hadn't seen before. Do you hate me? Emily Parker asked. No, I replied. Then what do you feel? Nothing that matters to you anymore, I said. Emily Parker's lips parted slightly. I never wanted to lose you, Emily Parker said. You already did, I replied. I didn't think it would hurt this much, Emily Parker whispered. It didn't hurt when you chose him, I said. That's not true, Emily Parker said quickly. Then why did you keep going? I asked. Emily Parker didn't answer. That silence again, I said. I was confused, Emily Parker said finally. You were comfortable, I corrected. Emily Parker shook her head. No. Yes, I said. You had both until you didn't. Emily Parker's eyes filled with regret. I didn't realize what I was losing, Emily Parker said. That's because you weren't looking, I replied. Emily Parker took a step closer. Jason, please, Emily Parker said softly. Don't, I said firmly. Don't what? Don't try to fix this now, I replied. Why not? Emily Parker asked. Because there's nothing left to fix, I said. Emily Parker shook her head. There has to be, Emily Parker said. There isn't, I replied. Emily Parker's voice broke slightly. I miss you, Emily Parker said. I stayed silent for a moment. You miss how I made you feel, I said. That's not true, Emily Parker said. It is, I replied. Jason. You didn't miss me when you had him, I interrupted. Emily Parker looked away. I was wrong, Emily Parker whispered. Yes, I said. I know that now, Emily Parker added. And it's too late, I replied. Emily Parker's eyes met mine again. Is it really? Emily Parker asked. Yes, I said without hesitation. Before Emily Parker could respond, a voice cut in. Everything okay here? Ryan Steele said, trying to sound confident. I turned slightly. Seems fine to me, I said. Ryan Steele's eyes moved between Emily Parker and me. What's going on? Ryan Steele asked. Just talking, I replied. Ryan Steele frowned. About what? Things that don't concern Ryan Steele, I said calmly. Ryan Steele's jaw tightened. Emily Parker, we should get back, Ryan Steele said. Emily Parker didn't move. I'm talking to Jason Carter, Emily Parker said quietly. Ryan Steele's expression shifted. That's not appropriate right now, Ryan Steele said. Neither was what happened before, I replied. Ryan Steele took a step closer. You're pushing it, Ryan Steele said. No, I said. I'm just not stepping back anymore. Ryan Steele glanced toward the crowd where a tall man was watching. Victor Steele is looking, Ryan Steele muttered. Then maybe Ryan Steele should act like everything is still perfect, I said. Ryan Steele clenched his jaw. Don't make this worse, Ryan Steele said. I'm not the one who started it, I replied. Victor Steele approached slowly, his presence heavy. Ryan Steele, Victor Steele said sharply. Everything's under control, Ryan Steele replied quickly. It doesn't look like it, Victor Steele said. It is, Ryan Steele insisted. Victor Steele's eyes moved to me. And Jason Carter, Victor Steele said. Just a guest, I replied calmly. Victor Steele studied me for a moment. This isn't the place for drama, Victor Steele said. I agree, I said. Then end it, Victor Steele replied. I already did, I said. Victor Steele looked at Ryan Steele. Fix this, Victor Steele said quietly. Ryan Steele nodded, but the confidence wasn't there anymore. I turned back to Emily Parker. This is what you chose, I said. Emily Parker's eyes filled again. I didn't know it would be like this, Emily Parker said. You didn't want to know, I replied. Emily Parker reached out slightly. Jason, Emily Parker said. I stepped back. No, I said. Please don't do this, Emily Parker whispered. I looked at her one last time. I'm not doing anything, I said. I'm just walking away. And this time I didn't stop. You think you've won? Ryan Steele snapped, stepping directly in front of me, voice sharp enough to cut through the music. I didn't move. I already did the day I stopped caring. Ryan Steele laughed, but it sounded forced. You're putting on a show. I'm not, I replied. Then what is this? Ryan Steele demanded, gesturing around. This is me standing here, I said calmly. You walked in with her just to prove something, Ryan Steele said. I don't need to prove anything, I replied. Ryan Steele stepped closer. You think you're better now? I think I'm different, I said. That's the same thing, Ryan Steele shot back. No, I replied. It's not. I could feel the room shifting. Conversations slowed. People started watching. Everyone's looking, Ryan Steele muttered. Then maybe stop giving them a reason, I said. Ryan Steele's jaw tightened. You're enjoying this. I'm not, I replied. Liar, Ryan Steele said. I don't need this, I said quietly. Then leave, Ryan Steele snapped. I will, I replied. When I'm ready. Ryan Steele laughed again, louder this time. You're pathetic. That doesn't hit the same anymore, I said. Because you brought backup? Ryan Steele glanced toward Sophia Bennett. I brought clarity, I replied. Ryan Steele scoffed. You always thought you were the good guy. I said. Were? Ryan Steele smirked. I'm still not the one who betrayed anyone, I replied. Ryan Steele's expression flickered. Watch your tone, Ryan Steele said. Or what? I asked calmly. Ryan Steele didn't answer immediately. That's what I thought, I said. Jason Carter, stop, Emily Parker said, stepping between us, her voice trembling. I'm not the one escalating this, I replied. Please, Emily Parker said. Not here. Where was this concern before? I asked. Emily Parker flinched. I said I was wrong. And I said it doesn't change anything, I replied. Ryan Steele stepped forward again. You don't get to talk to Emily Parker like that. I get to talk however I want, I said. Ryan Steele's fists clenched. You're pushing it. I'm not pushing anything, I replied. You walked in here like you own the place, Ryan Steele said. No, I said. I walked in like I don't owe you anything. The tension spread through the room. People are staring, Emily Parker whispered. Let them, Ryan Steele snapped. You're losing control, I said quietly. I'm not losing anything, Ryan Steele shot back. You already did, I replied. Ryan Steele's face hardened. You think this changes anything? No, I said. It just reveals it. Reveals what? Ryan Steele demanded. That you're not as confident as you pretend to be, I said. Ryan Steele laughed, but it sounded hollow. You don't know me, Ryan Steele said. I know enough, I replied. Emily Parker looked between us, panic rising. "Stop this," Emily Parker said. "No," Ryan Steele snapped. "I'm finishing this." "Then finish it," I said calmly. Ryan Steele stepped closer, voice low. "You lost everything that night." I held his gaze. "Did I?" "Yes," Ryan Steele said. "Then why do you look like this?" I asked. Ryan Steele hesitated. "Why are you so angry?" I continued. "I'm not angry," Ryan Steele said. "You are," I replied. Emily Parker shook her head. "This isn't helping." "It's showing everything," I said. "Jason Carter," Emily Parker whispered. I looked at Emily Parker. "You wanted this," I said. "I didn't want this," Emily Parker said. "You chose it," I replied. Emily Parker's voice broke. "I didn't know it would be like this." "You didn't want to know," I said. Ryan Steele ran a hand through his hair. "This is ridiculous," Ryan Steele said. "Then stop talking," I replied. Ryan Steele glared at me. "You think you're above this now?" "I think I'm done with it," I said. "That's convenient," Ryan Steele muttered. "It's necessary," I replied. Emily Parker wiped her eyes. "I can't do this," Emily Parker said. "Then don't," I replied. Ryan Steele turned to Emily Parker. "Don't listen to him." Emily Parker didn't respond. "Emily Parker," Ryan Steele said sharply. Emily Parker looked at Ryan Steele, then at me. "This isn't right," Emily Parker said quietly. Ryan Steele froze. "What?" "I feel like everything is falling apart," Emily Parker said. "Because of him," Ryan Steele said quickly. "No," Emily Parker shook her head. "Because of us." The silence hit harder than anything. Ryan Steele stepped back slightly. "You're overthinking," Ryan Steele said. "No," Emily Parker said softly. I watched it unfold without stepping in. "This is what happens," I said quietly. "What does that mean?" Ryan Steele asked. "It means truth doesn't stay hidden forever," I replied. Ryan Steele looked at me, frustration breaking through. "You think this is your victory?" Ryan Steele said. "No," I said. "Then what is it?" "It's your reality," I answered. Emily Parker's eyes filled again. "I didn't mean for this," Emily Parker said. "But you made it happen," I replied. Ryan Steele shook his head. "This isn't over." "It already is," I said. Ryan Steele clenched his fists. "You didn't win." I stepped closer, my voice steady. "You took everything from me, and still lost." "I'm leaving," I said quietly as I stepped toward the exit. Sophia Bennett walked beside me. That was intense. "It was necessary," I replied. "Are you okay?" Sophia Bennett asked. I paused for a moment. "Yeah, I think I am." We stepped outside into the cool air, and for the first time in a long while, everything felt still. "No anger?" Sophia Bennett asked. "None," I said. "No regret?" "Not anymore," I replied. Sophia Bennett looked at me carefully. "That's rare." "It didn't feel possible before," I said. "And now?" "Now it feels simple," I answered. We walked a few steps in silence. "Do you still love Emily Parker?" Sophia Bennett asked. I stopped walking. The question hung in the air longer than I expected. "I don't know," I said at first. Sophia Bennett didn't rush me. I thought about everything. The nights I couldn't sleep. The anger. The confusion. The way I used to hold on to memories like they still mattered. Then I shook my head. "No," I said honestly. "I don't." Sophia Bennett raised an eyebrow slightly. "I just remember who I used to be with Emily Parker," I added. "That's different," Sophia Bennett said. "It is," I replied. We started walking again. "I kept thinking I lost something important," I said. "And did you?" Sophia Bennett asked. "I lost the version of myself that depended on Emily Parker," I said. "That sounds like growth," Sophia Bennett replied. "It is," I said. Sophia Bennett smiled faintly. "You're not the same person." "I'm not," I agreed. We reached the parking area, the noise from inside fading completely. "Do you want to talk about what happened back there?" Sophia Bennett asked. "I already understand it," I said. "What do you understand?" "That it was never about me," I replied. Sophia Bennett nodded slowly. "Go on." "They made their choices," I said. "And those choices have consequences." "And you?" Sophia Bennett asked. "I made mine," I said. "Which was?" "To stop letting their decisions control my life," I replied. Sophia Bennett crossed her arms lightly. "That's a strong decision." "It had to be," I said. I leaned against my car looking up at the night sky. I used to think I needed closure from them, I said. And now? I don't, I replied. Why not? Sophia Bennett asked. Because I gave it to myself, I said. Sophia Bennett smiled slightly. That's the hardest kind. I know, I said. I thought back to everything that led to this moment. I trusted them, I said quietly. And they broke that trust, Sophia Bennett replied. Yeah, I said. Does it still hurt? Not in the same way, I answered. How does it feel now? Like a lesson, I said. Sophia Bennett nodded. That's how it should feel. I let out a slow breath. I kept asking myself what I did wrong, I said. And what's your answer now? Sophia Bennett asked. I didn't do anything wrong, I replied. Exactly, Sophia Bennett said. I just trusted the wrong people, I added. And now you won't make that mistake again, Sophia Bennett said. No, I said. We stood there for a moment, the silence comfortable this time. What do you think is happening inside right now? Sophia Bennett asked. I glanced back at the venue. Probably chaos, I said. You don't sound concerned, Sophia Bennett replied. I'm not, I said. Not even a little? No, I said firmly. Why? Because it's not my problem anymore, I replied. Sophia Bennett watched me closely. You've really let go, Sophia Bennett said. I have, I answered. I thought about Ryan Steele's anger, Emily Parker's regret, the way everything fell apart the moment truth surfaced. It was never going to last, I said. What wasn't? Sophia Bennett asked. Their relationship, I replied. Why not? Because it started the wrong way, I said. Sophia Bennett nodded. That tends to happen. I pushed myself off the car, feeling lighter than I had in weeks. So what now? Sophia Bennett asked. Now I move forward, I said. Doing what? Building something real, I replied. For yourself. Sophia Bennett asked. For me, I said. Sophia Bennett smiled. That's the best place to start. I looked at her. You helped me more than you think. I didn't do much, Sophia Bennett said. You did enough, I replied. Sophia Bennett tilted her head slightly. And now? Now I don't need anyone to fix me, I said. Good, Sophia Bennett said. I just need to keep going, I added. That's the hardest part, Sophia Bennett replied. I'm ready for it, I said. I opened the car door then paused. One more thing, Sophia Bennett said. What? I asked. You didn't lose tonight, Sophia Bennett said. I know, I replied. You didn't lose anything at all, Sophia Bennett added. I smiled slightly. I didn't lose them, I said slowly. Sophia Bennett waited. I found myself.